Hi, I'm Karen Rispin. I'm with the Assistive Technologies Project, one of the IDEA's health sector areas, and I was asked to lead the health sector in the Sector Connector. I'm not the long-term lead of it, but because the Sector Connector was canceled, they asked us to, if we wish, to try to do a little bit online. So what I thought I'd do is do a little bit of a very short video to bring up a topic and then open the doors for discussion. So thank you for your time. It's great to interact with you all. The Assistive Technology Catalyst Project seeks to make links to make assistive technology available to faith-based health providers around the world. But I'm not talking about that right now. What I want to talk about is, what does it mean to be well? In this picture you can see that there is a child in a wheelchair and two elderly people. And if you were going to define wellness as being sort of human standard, or whatever you want to say, a healthy 30-year-old maybe, or whatever, these people aren't well. But I believe that the definition of wellness is a little broader, or it seems so to me, and I'd like to open a discussion with you about that. Well-being is an issue that's being addressed in the health community extensively because many physicians and health professionals are under considerable stress and often experience a lack of well-being or a lack of perceived well-being. This is a screenshot from the Mayo Clinic website. They have a program on physician well-being. And with their program on physician well-being, they've developed a little online assessment. They've also developed their own thoughts about what well-being is and how one pursues it. This is the actual questions, their little short survey, and then of course they have a slightly more sophisticated way of doing analysis of this. But the questions on the survey online are, have you felt burned out from your work? Have you worried that your work is hardening you emotionally? Have you often been bothered by feeling down, depressed, or hopeless? Have you fallen asleep while stopped in traffic or driving? Have you felt that all the things you had to do were piling up so high you could not overcome them? And have you been bothered by emotional problems such as feeling anxious, depressed, or irritable? Has your physical health interfered with your ability to do your daily work at home and or away from home? Those are their questions. They have it set up online to take with the method that allows them to analyze it, and they've written papers about it. But this opens a question: what is wellness? What is this saying about wellness? Only one of the questions has directly to do with physical health. And you all have probably heard the song, "It is well with my soul. Though Satan should buffet, though trials should come, let this blessed assurance control that Christ has regarded my helpless estate and hath shed his own blood for my soul." And of course the refrain is, "It is well with my soul." The guy who wrote this had lost family in a ship sinking. So his concept of wellness was a little unusual as well. This is for the Center of Disease Control. All across the world medically, more and more attention has been being put to well-being. Instead of, as has historically been the case, the medical community addressed illness and tended to address it very narrowly. Of course, illness would be a deviation from wellness, but they didn't really define wellness. And now there's been more attention to what is wellness. And as you can see that the Center of Disease Control says, well-being is a positive outcome that is meaningful for people and for many sectors of society because it tells us that people perceive that their lives are going well. There is no consensus around a single definition of well-being. So what I'd like to do with you is just sort of brainstorm on what is well-being for this first, this is the first of our little sector connector meetings. So the questions I'd like to ask you is, what does well-being mean to you personally? And what are the ways you've found to move in that direction? I'm really looking forward to learning from you as well. This is not necessarily a super simple question. And we'll go on to explore other aspects of it in the other sessions. But for now, I would really just like to hear and learn from your thoughts. Thank you very much.